Well, hello, welcome. We are Meltwater Pulse. I'm Gabby. I make music under the moniker Murphy K, MK, hence my little screen name over there. Next, we're going to skip to Brett because I feel like it.
Yeah, I'm Brett. I make music under Brett JB. That's all I got. We'll keep it moving to Jana, lower part. She's down on my screen.
I'm Jana. I go by Janalyn Rose. And yep. Hi.
And you're another year older. Happy birthday, Jana.
Happy birthday, Jana. Woo!
Shane.
I'm the popcorn master because I make delicious popcorns.
That's debatable. I have yet to try them.
So yeah.
I don't think Shane's ever made me popcorn.
Well, you guys can come over whenever you want and try some popcorn.
Okay. What do you make it? Do you make it like in a special way, or do you put it in the microwave and it's just like because your magic touch, you feel like it's better?
No, man. Stovetop all the way.
Okay. Then you might be a popcorn master. I thought you were just trying to take the credit with like using the same tools.
No. Today he was potato chip master.
Yeah, I ate a bunch of potato chips today. But no, sometimes I make it with beef tallow or coconut oil. Gabby, I would make yours with coconut oil.
I do half coconut oil, half butter. That's how you get the perfect balance. And I would like to thank my sophomore year in college roommate for teaching me that beautiful trick. Yeah.
Did you say sophomore?
Sophomore. I was a soft boy in my sophomore year in college. I went to college, kids, and I don't have a job.
If you were a real purist, you would do what I do. I just kind of get individual kernels and I just squeeze really tight until just my chi explodes the popcorn open, and I do it one by one until you have a bowl. So all y'all are noobs and uncivilized compared to me. That's
fair enough. All right, so today we're going to talk about the tools that we use as a group. So what you're looking at right now, this lovely environment that you are looking at is Whereby, and I hope that that's actually how it's said. I've never heard someone say it out loud outside of this group, and so I'm hoping that that's how it's pronounced, because that would be embarrassing. So this is we wanted to be cool and different, and so we do not use Zoom, because Zoom is for normies.
The majority.
So we use Whereby or Whereby. I have no idea. I'm guessing it's Whereby, because Whereby is a word. But also tech companies like to name their products strange things.
Maybe it's W hereby.
Yeah, that's right. It's W hereby. So this is, I don't know, Shane, do you want to talk about the structure of it?
What do you mean?
How, because you set up the room we're in.
Oh, sure. So Whereby offer is 4 panels, like the panels that you see as a free account. So it doesn't cost any money. You don't even need, only one person needs an actual account. So out of all 4 of us, I'm the only one that has the account. You can pay extra money and get as many as 12 people in a group then. I think it's very reasonably priced. I can't remember exactly how much I paid. I want to say it was $100 or something for the year. Whereby is also more secure than Zoom is. The security is a higher level, I think. What was that? God.
Him opening a can.
Don't you have a mute button?
Was it that loud? I need one of each.
It sounded like the earth was opening up beneath you.
Yeah. Wait, what? Do you have 2 beverages?
You have to stay hydrated in this day and age.
No, it's just I've noticed because bubbly and LaCroix have such a like a subtle taste anyway, it's more exciting if you can like change off. Oh, here's subtle taste number 1. Here's subtle taste number 2.
Okay,
Oh,
but bubblies
great.
are like 1,000 times more flavorful than
Get
LaCroix.
They are.
off this conversation. Anyway,
Anyways, back to Whereby. So that's like the first tool that we use.
Yep.
I like it.
Wait. I wanted to say one more thing.
Yes.
And which I was just alerted to when I started this meeting today, is that for every meeting we do in February, Whereby is planting a tree.
Interesting.
Yeah, so for every meeting, every user of Whereby does, whether it's a free user or a paid user, they're planting one new tree.
I like it. Good for them. Yeah, I like the interface. It's not. I don't know. Is there a desktop app? I don't know. Yeah, so it's all in browser, which like I actually appreciate because I don't find it necessary to have a desktop app for everything that I use. I think sometimes it's helpful to have them if it's something that you're going to be in all the time, like like an email client or something. But like for meetings and stuff, I actually appreciate it because you could just go to. So our room is just like a URL, and so you just go to that URL and then you're in the room, which I appreciate because it's sort of just like a standing room that you can go to at any point. And I also like that you can join it. They do have like a mobile app, so every once in a while. Not for these videos because I have to have my computer to actually like record what everybody's saying. But for meetings where we don't record, sometimes I'll join from my phone, and it's pretty easy to join that way. And you don't have to be logged in. So like every once in a while, you'll see someone come in and they'll be like this way, like lengthwise. What's it called? They'll be portrait moded. And it'll say guest instead of their name. And that's usually when someone's on their phone. I don't know. I like it.
And we've also been doing kind of sectionals through this too. Like, so if I have to talk to Brett about something or I have to talk to Gabby about something, we'll kind of just jump on Whereby and discuss it. Just because even though everyone thought that like a video phone was like annoying, I think we had been meeting in person at the tea table, most of us, up until the pandemic. And then the pandemic kind of forced us, as it did the whole world, to do things remotely.
Yeah, and Brett.
Did you have anything to say about this?
Yeah.
No, I just think it seems like it's less complicated than Zoom and all this other bullshit. And it's, I don't know. I feel like we're still going to use it after the pandemic, if the pandemic ever ends. Because like meeting in person has its own like vibe, and it feels more like I don't know. It feels more like it's time to hang out, and like I can like do silly dances or like just be weird.
I can't sit on the floor.
Yeah, there's times where Gabby would just lay on the floor at Shane's house, and I feel like this is like more, even though these can get kind of rambly or like off topic, I feel like this is still like, oh, you show up here, we're talking about this, and then you go. It's kind of like nice and contained.
It keeps my ADHD brain in like a nice little box.
When we do in-person meetings again, Brett, do you think you'll bring the whoopee?
What?
Does someone want to explain what that is?
The whoopee is like the blanket. It's like a slang for blanket from a movie. And I'm just wondering, yeah.
You didn't have it.
I'm wondering if you're gonna start bringing this to in-person meetings.
I would like to bring it to work. I would like to I want a card that I can show people to. So like if they ask questions, like in Joker, and where he was just laughing on the bus. And someone's like, what's going on? He just like shows them the card. I want that, but for I refuse to call it that disgusting word, whatever the fuck it is. Whoopee? No. This is Atlantean Shroud.
Yes.
Okay, so that's Whereby.
Wait, let's see if Jana has anything to say.
Jana, do you have anything to say?
No.
Okay. Just trying to be inclusive.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. Yeah, so that's that. I like it. I think this is like, we've actually used this. I don't know. This is like number one or number two in terms of like frequency of using, I think. So the second one that we use a lot is Discord.
Wait, I want to say one more thing about Whereby, and that's during the pandemic, a lot of us had some mental health issues, depression. We felt isolated, and Whereby really helped. Having meetings twice a week not only helped give us the members of us that were unemployed structure, it also gave us kind of like an outlet to the outside world, right, Gabby?
Yeah. I'd definitely say it gave me some structure. Like just being able to like look forward to like at least some social interaction that's not with my dog twice a week. That was nice.
So Discord, I guess, is next.
Yeah. So Discord, we have lots of different, it's channels. It's a server. We have a server. I'm not a gamer, so this is pretty much all I use Discord for, is for this. And I have one more Discord that I'm in that's just like a bunch of people that I know randomly. But basically, our server is everything to do with music and art and, I don't know, a lot of stuff. We talk about random stuff too. But
So for people that don't use Discord, it's kind of like a Facebook Messenger kind of thing. Like we can send messages, except that we can put messages into different channels or different topic areas. So there's one for music, one for just general discussion, one for next meeting topics. And it's easier for us to find different discussions within Discord rather than scrolling 10 miles up Messenger to something that we might have discussed a week or 2 weeks or a month ago.
Right. I'm pulling it up just for the people who are looking. I'm pulling up the Meltwater Pulse just to look at what we have. Actually, I bet I can share my screen if I do this.
So while Gabby's trying to figure that out, I'll talk about the Discord. So Discord, for people that use it, it's a lot like Slack. It's pretty much the same concept. So it's a kind of like a chat-based room, but there's different kind of meeting channels that you can use. Like Jana said, the problem that we were running into would be someone would post a song. We were using Messenger before, like a group Messenger chat, Facebook Messenger chat, and someone would post a song and ask for feedback, but then there would be like, an exchange of memes that would last for 10 or 12 exchanges, and then the song would kind of get lost. And so now we kind of just have the general text channel for sending goofy memes and stuff back and forth. In this one in particular, we're talking about personality types.
Which I clearly was not. You can see how not up to date I am starting with this meeting, so everyone can see my personal failings. So congrats on that, anybody who's listening.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have it. It's all split up into different things. I'd say we probably use general music and next meeting. Probably the most. I don't know. Does anybody else have?
I frequently use listen, watch, discuss, but I'm not sure if anyone actually listens, watches, or discusses anything I put in there.
I do sometimes. I post stuff in there. Ooh,
I usually do. I listen to that whole album, that whole thing fucking slapped, bro.
I'm glad that you can't see what's up here because I posted this and it's dunking on someone that we all know, and so
Gabby, you rude.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that it's just barely cut off there.
I say this too. We all try to keep this serious and talk about Discord. And Jana one time referred to it as Dick Sword, and I was so disappointed. And then other people started catching on and calling it Dick Sword too. And I was like, dude, this is super immature of her, and I just didn't approve.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
Wow. Yeah. That sounds so much like me, Brett.
Yeah, I
And
know.
I'm surprised that you don't want to take credit for that. I thought that was highly original, slightly entertaining. That's not at all like you.
I don't like. I don't like the name, but it was too good. It just like popped out of my brain. I feel like I had a Gabby moment with that, where it's like I didn't mean to say it, but I just had to say it.
Yeah, so this is our Listen, Watch, Discuss. We talk about a lot of stuff in Discord.
And that's Discord.
Yeah. So we have all these different channels. I'm not going to go specifically into them, but a lot of times we talk about what we want to talk about in our next meeting. I think I might have said, I said something about the tools we use, which was what we're talking about today, but I don't remember. Oh boy. I'm going to stop sharing.
Oh, God.
That was a lot. That was a lot to take in. But yeah, that's Discord. I'd say I said whereby is what we use the most, but I might have been lying. That might have been a lie. I think we probably use Discord the most.
Or Trello.
Or Trello, because I think we collaborate the most on Discord a lot. So we'll talk about Trello in a second. Just to give everybody an idea of what we're talking about. But I'd say like collaboratively, we like do a lot of discussion or Discord. General discussion in Discord. But then when we're talking about like a very specific project, that goes into Trello, which I will let someone else explain.
Discord serves as kind of the in-between the meetings.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like if you just want to send, send a reminder or something like that. That's like a really easy and quick way to do that.
So it really is like a 3-part network. And the third part of that network would be Trello. Trello is our project management app.
Gabby, can you bring up what's a song that's pretty fleshed out in Trello?
We could do a song that's
Brett's Becoming, probably.
Yeah, let's look at Brett Becoming by Brett.
All right.
JB.
Let me open it and then I'll share my screen with you guys. Maybe.
So Trello is a project management tool that I kind of hacked to use for artists, and we use it in a lot of different ways. But one of the most powerful to use it that we found is to have. So what you're seeing right now is called a Trello board. All the things on the side. Gabby, go to that view again real quick.
I forgot this is a picture for it.
So all these boards on the side, those are all pretty much active songs. Okay, so then click out of that and let's just look at Brett's Becoming board. So on the left side of the screen, you see a tab that says Resources. So here you can, whatever song is being worked on, you can instantly get the tempo, the BPM, the key of the song, the lyrics and the chord. Then there's tracks for the studio and a home demo. There's also a place for the story. We can go into this like in depth a different day, but basically,
we're also currently in the process of maybe like refining this whole situation. But I think this is what we've been working with the last, I think, probably year or so.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then the next tab over, you see inspiration. This is for things like posting. I want my song to sound like X, Y, and Z. I've been listening to this lately, and it's affected my writing, and I've made this new song, etc. Art, same thing with art and videos. Anything that's cool, like you like the video of something, you like someone's artwork. The artwork can be music related or not music related. Then the next tab over is for additional parts. Maybe Brett wants a cello part or something in one of his songs, so he posts like a card that asks for cello. Maybe post a link to a YouTube video or something, and then you can tag each person in these cards. Then if you scroll to the right a little bit, you got some doing done lists, and then all the way to the right here is the mixes. And so Becoming That's Brett JB's song for cycle 3 of our releases. It has gone through about 11 different iterations before the final version.
I'd like to point out that by far Brett's songs go through the most iterations. If I had to not scientifically figure out who had the most, I'd say
a lot of times they're little tweaks though. They're not major reworking.
Yeah, so the difference between version 9 and version 10 might be like a vocal track is doubled or something like that.
So if you click version 10, like click on that real quick. When I post the thing, I'll post the mix and I post all the notes that I did in my mix that made it different. And then Brett left me feedback as a comment. And so you can easily track what's happening with the song and what our people's feelings are about it.
Yeah, all of us can comment on each other's mixes and comment on whatever else we can add to songs for inspiration. Like, what do you think of this one? This is kind of what your song reminds me of. We can do interactions like that and kind of give and lend ideas, suggestions, critiques within Trello.
Brett, what do you have to say about this?
Yeah, I mean, it's a super useful tool for especially like mixes and posting tracks for to bring into the studio. But I don't think we've like done enough with it. Holden, who I like to make fun of, Holden is like totally fleshes these out and has all this like inspiration and lyrics and all the stuff that you're supposed to do, and it makes me mad at him. But I don't know why. It just seems like we're revamping it to make it like a little more condensed, where we need to squeeze more juice out of it. But the way it's set up now, I think there's like too many tabs where I get overwhelmed or something.
Okay.
A little bit like a homework project, but
what was that?
I said it feels a little bit like a homework project when we're filling out all the tabs, but some of them are totally necessary, and it really helps us get inside each other's heads as far as, you know, or brings us up to speed on each other's thought process for the whole song.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably about right. I think my little annoyance with it is that there's something about the notifications. I think that's my biggest pet peeve with Trello, is that the notifications seem out of whack.
Yes. It seems selective. Sometimes
like it'll be like someone will comment on something and then you won't get it. Like I'll get a random notification. It'll be like, Brett JB commented on your Trello board, but then you look and the notification's from like September. It's like, okay, that would have been really nice to know in September. So it's just like really interesting how that works. So I think that's my biggest annoyance with it, is like, because if I have pieces of technology, I need it to be like dinging at me and letting me know that things are changing. Otherwise, I forget it exists.
And that might be because we're on. So full disclosure, all of us are using the free version of Trello, and that's because it's basically like a project management tool designed for businesses and business enterprise, where each user would be on the line for paying, I want to say $15 a month or something like that. And at this point, like how we're using it, and what we're like what we're bringing in as a group, we can't warrant like an expense like that. So.
I was going to say something and I lost it.
This is Gabby is writing a comment on her last mix.
Yes, this is the next song to come out. Ooh, look at that. Look at that inspiration.
Oh,
Ooh.
I was going to say where the notifications might fail in Trello, that's kind of why we have Discord. So if we post a new mix, we can always update in Discord and say, this is the Trello link, so that we know exactly when things are posted. Discord is a little bit more up to date.
Yeah, that's Discord is definitely more messaging oriented, so you'll get notifications right away. The one thing is, the only thing, I guess I do have another complaint about Trello, is that, and this is the same complaint I have about Google Drive, and it's like there's no good way to share actual music files. So most of us, I think, share Google Drive links in Trello in order to, actually, get feedback and stuff. But you can upload things directly to Trello, and I've tried to do that several times, and I've been told that I shouldn't do that because it annoys people because they can't open it. Which is annoying for me because sometimes people will send Google Drive links and I'll try to open it on my phone and my phone's like, that's not a link. I don't know what you're talking about. It doesn't exist. And it's really frustrating. So yeah, same complaint I have about most things, which is like, it's not good at hosting music to send to people privately.
So something that I've been thinking about, and this is just like live, you're watching it right now, is I was thinking about switching over to Dropbox, and Dropbox and Trello are both integrated together.
Shane, your fingers are just distracting. They remind me of like a crab, some with a crab. Can you like lower them before I have a
salad fingers?
Seizure. It's like anime for some people, but
does it help if it's slower like this?
No, that's much worse.
It's way worse. It reminds me of the spider we just watched in The Mandalorian.
Oh yeah, we watched the spider episode, Brett.
The ice spider?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is, but I don't like those words when they're put together.
Have you been watching The Mandalorian, Gabby?
No, I'm not a nerd.
Oh. That is just a patently false statement.
I feel like I'm a nerd in like a different way than you guys are. Like I'm in my own lane of nerdiness. Like talk to me about Star Wars and my eyes will glaze over. I can't help it. But other things I'm very interested in. Just not that.
But anyway, with the Trello stuff, like apparently there is Dropbox integration where you
look
can
at that.
play.
I just got a notification from Trello just now because I commented on something, and then Trello was like, "Oh yeah, you have notifications." That was convenient that popped up. But yeah. So Trello is not the greatest at notifying you when things happen.
Yeah.
Anyway, Dropbox. I've used Dropbox. I approve of Dropbox.
I think it is at least marginally better than Google Drive in that it consistently plays the music no matter what device you're on. So that's good.
Feels a little more organized to me. It's kind of like the Discord version of music organization versus Messenger would be the equivalent of Google Drive.
Well, I think the issue with Google Drive is it is mainly meant to be a personal, like it was built out to be a personal storage space and not a shareable storage space, where Dropbox was designed with sharing with other people in mind. That was the whole point. And so I think just like certain UX decisions that were made were more inclined for sharing and making it accessible in that way. Whereas like every time, and someone comment if there's something that you can do about this, but every time I go to share something with a link, I have to change the permissions. So it's not just people I invite, it's like anyone who has the link. And that extra click infuriates me every time. It's just like that one extra step where it's like when you've had a long day and you go to put your key in the front door and you drop your keys. It's like that last thing and you're like, I'm going to cry. I hate this.
Well, and so as we get more content and more music throughout the group as a whole, I think accessibility and organization are two like huge factors that have become more and more important. And finding the tools to help mitigate those things or the issues behind them has been useful.
So just so everyone knows, the reason that I picked the tools that we use is because with Google Drive, for one, Google Drive, the Trello, Discord, and
I would like to point out that Discord was my idea, even though I'm the least nerdy person here and I don't game. It's like big gamers. Gamers like to use it, and Twitchers.
So the reason why we selected all these tools is because they're free to use, which means that if you have a group of friends that you would like to start your own artist collective with, like we've done, sorry, Brett, with my hands, you can use all these tools for free. We're getting to the point as we go on where if we start generating any kind of money from this, we would probably upgrade our tools to a little bit more paid things that would probably be a little bit easier to use, like Dropbox. I think to correctly use Dropbox, at least I would have to have a paid subscription, which is, again, I think $100 a year.
Yeah, and Dropbox they do have a free version, but I would say that Dropbox's free version is not as accessible as like Google Drive's free version. There's just like not as much storage available before you have to go up to that next level.
So with Google Drive, one of my accounts from the studio, they ran this kind of special thing where if you double checked and increased all your security preferences, they gave you free gigabytes of storage. So one of my free Google Drive accounts has 17 gigs of storage, which for audio is a pretty decent amount. I think with Dropbox, you drop in at 6 gigs on the free account, which is substantially smaller.
Yeah, and I think that like I've used Dropbox before. I've appreciated it. It's nice, especially for when you get to the point where you are possibly sharing your music with either radio stations or like places where they're going to see your music before it's available streaming or online anywhere.
And stuff.
Yeah, most of them are going to want you to not send them the whole file via email because that's just like a huge hassle for everyone involved. Most of the time they want a space online where you can go and they can go and download it from there rather than you sending them the whole file via email. And then obviously you can send a bunch of stuff with just the link. And I think that's sort of like where we're going, especially I think that one of my goals is to get the after the music is produced part to increase our abilities to proliferate the music after we've finished creating it. So I think up until now, we've been really focusing a lot on like creating the music, and I want to continue to do that and also start looking at after it's released, what do we do then? And I think that Dropbox might be something that is, I don't know, a tool that we might want to look into for that. Anyways, I thought that was a good discussion.
Yeah,
pretty good.
That was fantastic.
Good for us. I'm proud of us. And I'm proud of you, listener, for sticking with us.
Thanks for listening.
The more you
Thanks, Jeff Robinson.
Thanks, Jeff Robinson.